Oh, I like the idea of like our mics being lower, but our volume output being higher. What's up?
This is one of the beautiful wonders of the mixing deck.
Put the shit locked in.
Yeah.
Just higher so I can see my screen.
Nice.
Heard that.
I tried so hard to hide it.
He says 1 inch away from the microphone.
Yeah.
All right, Fabio, you ready to give me a mic check?
I am. I should just go ahead and give you a mic check then, I guess.
Gimme.
Gimme. Well, let me tell you, folks, I am very, very excited about tonight's session because we have some more police procedure and investigation. We might do some library checks.
Oh shit!
We might canvass some neighbors.
Woo, fuck yeah.
We're going to follow the letter of the law.
Yeah.
Lost me there.
I want you to do a bite a book.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Dot every T and stroke on every I. No,
Stroke. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
it's not that kind of game. Or
It's
until it
business
is.
time. It's business. All right. And I'm on the 2.
Welcome back to the Tales of podcast and our Delta Green show, Tales of MCell. I'm Fabio, your handler for this game, and we are playing the published scenario from Arc Dream Publishing, Tales from a Darkened Room, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
We are indeed.
We have our 3 agents here today to introduce themselves. We'll start with our usual GM,
Howdy.
Jan.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Jan and I'll be playing Agent Madeline, aka Selena Goodwill, FBI profiler, expert human behaviorist, amateur animal behaviorist, cat lady extraordinaire.
Very nice. Charles, you're also playing this game. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, I am. Hey, I'm Charles. I am playing Eric Paras, also known as Agent Micheals. And Eric Paras, oh man, I've got no good intro for him. Fireman for the...
Fireman to the stars.
Yeah, Fireman to the stars and the forests. And ghosts, apparently. Maybe-ish. I still don't know if it's a ghost. We're going to figure this thing out. Yeah.
Well, he's Agent Micheals is just about to find out now.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's freaked out. I'm freaked out. God damn it. This is a good one. This is a good one.
What do you think the demonym is for a group of ghosts?
Oh. You mean like a
And
pack
is that
of
the right
ghosts
word?
Or
You mean like a collective noun?
Yeah, that's the one, not a demonym.
Okay, but what you mean like a pack? Like a pack of wolves?
Is it like a mischief of ghosts?
What is it for horses?
The herd.
A herd. Yeah, a herd of ghosts. Fuck it.
This hard-hitting question comes from our final agent from MCell, Big Mike.
As they call me. Big Mike, also known as Agent Morgan, also known as Lucas Boshiers, a man of nondescript, implaceable accent, and FBI special agent. Did I already say that bit? I'm so lost. It's serial killer hunter.
Appreciator.
Although you did say before, serial killer.
Yes, that was better.
I was really hoping you're going to say of nondescript description. And I was like, yes.
Luckily, we got you to drop the foot fancier part of the
Oh, no.
Would it be a scare of ghosts?
Ooh.
A scare, perhaps.
A flock of ghosts?
A haunting of ghosts, probably.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a haunting. Not a murder.
No, that's crows.
Murder of ghosts. Why not?
Well, who says all ghosts are murderous?
That's true.
You're slandering them, they're nice ghosts.
Yeah.
A hint of ghosts.
Hint of ghost.
I'd really like to be like, oh, I really like my ghost. He's very quiet, never bothers me. How'd you know he's there? Oh, I know.
Trying so hard to come up with something witty.
So everyone already made
We'll come back to
nice comments on my introduction that made mine sound way less witty. So, so you got it.
So I should probably hit people with a summary of where we have been and what we have done. But it'd be so much easier to get you guys to do it. So I'm going to try and remember in which order things happened, and I'm going to ask you guys what happened for your character. And I think we probably start with Mike in that case.
Mm.
Because... No, we probably start with Jan.
No.
Because Jan started our last episode talking to the medical examiner.
Correct. So, yes, we started with the medical examiner in the bar. Loosened up them lips with some... that doesn't sound really nice. I didn't like that. Did not like that.
You took advantage of an elderly, vulnerable person by getting him drunk.
We started out in a bar with the medical examiner, trying to get some information about what was like in the house, where he seemed a bit jumpy and revealed to Agent Madeline that when he looked at the crime scene and the crime scene photos of Agent Donnelly's death, they were the blood spatter was almost identical to that of Emilia Izari. The creepiest thing being that there was almost what seemed to be a perfect outline of another person in the blood splatter on the mirror, even though they didn't seem to be any footprints or any other people in the room.
I think we then went over to Agent Morgan.
Oh, and the lockup. The green box.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. I went to check out the green box, or a green box that Agent
Donnelly.
Donnelly had been using as, which was one of these cool Storage Wars type places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we found some interesting stuff. I talked about where he had got eavesdropped on and spied on and whatnot. We found papers, we found photographs that had mostly been burned of the mirror, like he was trying to do something.
Yeah, it looked like he had taken photographs in the mirror and then burned those photographs.
Yeah.
Prints. You found his journal.
Mm-hmm.
And you found something a little bit more shocking.
Yeah.
Coffin with a kid in it. Who could forget?
I thought you were going to say the empty jugs. Yeah, it was a coffin with a kid on it. And the kid was the name of one of the kids who lived in the shop. Not the shop, the house.
In the house, yeah.
Spiener Avenue. And then, but yeah.
So last session... Agent Micheals realized that he's kind of useless at what was going on before. So he decided, you know what? And in the long tradition of me playing a character where I end up seducing the older generations, because if you guys meet me, you'll find that this happens to me occasionally. I don't know why.
That happens to Charles, or it happens to Charles's characters?
It happens to Charles's characters and Charles, in all fairness. Yeah.
Grandmas love him.
I don't know why. Yeah, what's that about? But I realized I did not plan for a good backstory. Not once. But then I got a second neighbor, and I still hadn't thought of a good backstory. So.
You were just an interested fireman.
I was just an interested fireman.
You did get a lot of good information, though.
I did from a lot of cranky people, but I really liked them. I thought they were kind of cool.
Yeah, old people. My old NPC people are generally just cranky because that's just what I assume I will be when I'm
Yeah, but surprisingly helpful, even though my backstory was earnest but shite. Which is really something you could say. I wish, that should be I want that on my epitaph. Earnest but shite. And then he decided, fuck this, I'm going into the house.
Yes, he did.
I'm sure I'm not going to regret this.
Do you know you didn't need to come up with a backstory? We had a backstory. Everything is on the books. You were working with the FBI.
Yeah, they would have believed you were FBI.
But I didn't have a badge.
Oh no, that was the problem. That was the problem. You did say you were FBI. Yeah.
It's a bunch of ghosts. A bunch of ghosts.
Very good. That was what we're waiting for.
Yeah, definitely. So.
And I did also forget that Agent Madeline went to the county seat as well.
That is also correct.
Yes.
And she also got some really good information.
Yeah, she did. She got the list of a bunch of people that died in the house.
Yeah, you all learned a whole lot. Let's find out what happens to Charles next.
Yes.
Let's find out. Probably my character was probably like much more worried. Although I don't know, what's my character thinking right now? I think my character's a little confused. Like, I thought this place was empty. But me personally, Charles, right now, super excited. With a bit of uncertainty, but put it on a brave face. Eric grabs the door and boom, gushes it real open and says, "Hello."
Do you step in?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you step into this dark foyer. It's completely silent.
I'm still in the doorway, though.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's fairly dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just about see the moonlight and whatever ambient light there is outside is reflecting on a mirror that's on the wall to your right.
Wonderful. Where's the light switch?
You fumble around on the wall and you manage to find one.
Sweet.
Yeah, the light switch is on.
Excellent. What do I see?
You see, it's a small entry room. Mm-hmm. There's a mat on the floor, but otherwise it's polished wooden floors. There's quite a nice table underneath this mirror that's on the wall. There are some pictures on the walls, just landscape scenes. That's what you see so far. In front of you, there is... Sorry, the mirror is on the wall to your left, and there's a door to your right, and there's a door straight ahead of you. Both doors are closed. Both interior doors are closed.
Eric says out loud again, "Hello?" Huh. I wonder where that lady's gone. And putting on a bit of a brave face, he walks right in. Just full on in. Let's go.
Yeah, you step in. You're now in the room.
Hey.
You're standing beside the mirror.
Hey.
Which way are you facing? Are you facing towards the doors or looking at the mirror?
Oh, I guess first I'm gonna look in the mirror, get a good look at myself, see if I still look as pretty as last time I saw myself.
It's a big, quite ornate old mirror. It's got like a gold frame around it. Very intricate. The mirror's obviously old. You can see, when you see an old mirror and there's like this flex where it's lost its reflection. As you look in, I mean, it's still dark, so you can just about see yourself.
I thought I switched on the light.
Oh, sorry, you did. You turned on the light. Oh. You regret turning on the light as you look in the mirror.
Oh, shit.
And you see behind you is a pale blue figure of a small child.
Oh. I turn around and face the child.
There's no one there.
I turn back to the mirror.
It's just yourself looking in the mirror. You now look a bit more frightened. Take a sanity check.
Oh. I'm gonna steal your dice. What I got? I don't even think I've got that high sanity to start with. Ooh, that's a failure.
Big 1d4 sanity damage.
There.
Oh, thank you. I am opening the chests of dice.
Da-na-na-na.
Here we go. And drop it. 1. Lucky. What's that? 47.
Okay, so there's two doors presenting for you.
What's the bigger door?
They're both roughly the same size interior doors.
I was hoping like, oh, this is clearly like the main door and the other one's a side. All right.
You can see the door that is directly opposite the front door. There's like an alcove beside it, and there appears to be a closet in the alcove.
There's a closet? Mm-hmm. I'm disinterested in the closet. No, let's go to the other door then.
You open that door, and you hear the music again. You step into a dining room. But you see that there's no obvious source for the music. In fact, it seems to be coming from beneath the floorboards.
Beneath the floorboards? Oh.
Yeah, take a sanity check, please.
Again?
Yeah.
What? My character thinks there's no way there's a piano underneath the...
Yeah, it's freaking you
out. You know what's funny? Had I not lost that sanity point a minute ago, I would have gotten this. I got a perfect 48, and that's where I started. So.
48?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, why are you so low?
I don't know. It's my starting sanity was 48. That's what I roll, I guess. So I failed that because I'm now 47.
Okay, give me another 1d4.
You trying to make me break on the session?
That's sort of what the house is about.
Ah, nice. Oh, bollocks. Time I got 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You trying to get me to walk out the house?
He's gonna be a gibbering wreck when we find him.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think what's his name? Eric kind of scoffs himself and says, "Well, personally, I'm more into EDM, but I guess this will do." and making a joke to reassure himself. Can I hit the light switch again?
Yeah, you can switch on the light.
Let's go.
Yeah, it lights up a nicely appointed dining room. There is a tree-paned gable window that's looking out onto the garden. Mm-hmm. It's completely dark out there, and all you can see is your own reflection in the window now that you've turned on the light.
Great. Is there a child in the reflection?
There is not. There is a gaudy 1950s chandelier, and it's flickering. That's what's shedding the light in the room, but it's flickering. You can hear a crackle coming from the light switch. It appears to be a problem with the electrics. There are boxes in the room, look like moving boxes.
Aye.
And they're kind of pushed up against one of the walls.
Let's go have a quick look.
Through the boxes?
Just pop it open, maybe one or two of them. See if this is our dead agent's boxes or something more nefarious.
No, they appear to be the possessions of the last owner, Yamila Isari. We heard this name from the neighbors.
Right. Oh, and I knew of her anyway. I think it was the Yes,
she was mentioned in the case file as well. In here, there's various knickknacks and pieces of like just decoration for the house that never got put up. There's also a small leather-bound journal.
Ooh, I pocket the journal. I also think to myself, how odd. Nobody came and claimed this woman's possessions. Great. Is there another door?
Off of that? Yes, there is. There is a door that leads further into the house.
I don't have time to case the whole joint. At least I don't think so.
About how long would you say that this is taking?
This all has taken 5-10 minutes.
How big is the house? Is it a bungalow? Or is it one of them big, scary houses?
It's one of them big scary houses.
No, it's a bungalow.
Oh, it's a bungalow.
A bungalow gothic revival?
Yeah. So it's not it's a 1-story house.
Oh, I thought it's gonna go up and everything. It's
I was expecting like a 4-story family Addams.
Yeah, with the spire and like a normal little cul-de-sac.
It is not that. It's just a single-story house on a nondescript street in New Jersey.
That's scarier.
All right. Well, let's go hit the rooms real fast. I'm gonna go in, hit rooms, switch on lights, have a quick look. I'm just gonna case the joint real fast and bounce. That's my idea right now. Come on.
So you head to the door that leads out of this, and you hear the music again. You're certain it's coming from beneath the floorboards now.
Yeah.
You head.
There's no. Is there any possibility that somebody built a basement?
You saw no sign of it, but maybe you'll find an entrance to a basement.
Ah, yes. Somebody's still alive.
The next door leads into the kitchen.
Hey.
It's probably cutting edge in 1956, but it looks very dated now. There's like a stick-on tiles on the walls. You can see that some of them are peeling off. Mrs. Sari never got around to updating this room yet. The Formica counters are cracked and yellowed with age. There's a very old stove, like an open-top gas stove at one end of the room. And there's like a smell of rotten eggs, maybe? It's just faint.
Oh, it's demons. A little sulfur in the air. Got this.
There's a garbage bag by the door.
Not sulfur. Shit.
It's quite smelly when you get close to it. It's obviously been here for a while. No one's taken it out.
Ooh. Not even the coroners thought to pick it up when they picked up the body.
Apparently not.
Cool. Let's have a quick look inside the trash can, the trash bag. Sorry.
It's just foodstuffs, rotted food. Yeah, it's nearly kind of overpowering when you open the bag. It's disgusting.
I might take this out in a minute. As I head out the house, I'll take out the trash.
A good citizen that you are.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Where else can I? Each room, I'm flicking on switches.
As you step further into the kitchen,
right,
to cross it, you feel a resistance.
Oh, in the kitchen.
Yeah, like the air is thick.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like putting your hand through water, and then as you push further, it feels like it's going through soup. You can feel the air against you. It's quite off-putting.
Yeah. Okay, let's maybe go back then.
Yeah, you step back and you can feel like it behind you. It's like something's keeping you in the room. You notice that you started to sweat for some reason.
And this is a cold house in the middle of winter.
Yeah, and you're sweating, and your brow is quite wet, and you can feel sweat dripping into your eyes.
You know, I feel like the house knows that we're here to investigate it. Because usually, you know, I feel like a house would lull me into a sense of comfort before attacking me. At least that's what every horror movie has taught me.
I feel a tug on the back of your jacket.
Oh boy, it's the little boy, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I turn around and I say...
There's a little boy with blue skin, and his face is all puffed up, and his eyes are kind of like bulging out of his face. And he looks up at you and says, "Where's my daddy?"
Woo, kid.
Before he disappears.
He disappears in front of me?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Give me a sanity roll.
It's okay, here we go.
This house is hardcore haunted.
He's really going to be a gibbering wreck by the time we find him.
Oh, great. Thank God I passed.
Take one sanity loss.
That's the one you passed.
You're going to take... Yeah, that's the one I passed.
Even on a pass, yeah.
How much was the roll if I'd failed?
A D6.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, Eric is like, all right. Closes his eyes for a second, breathes deep, and says, "This is like some ley line shit going on. This is something from the old spirits. This is some spirit has gone wrong over here. Maybe I should come back during daytimes." Grabs the trash bag and heads for the door.
Once you decide to break for the door, the resistance against your skin stops. You run back through the dining room.
Yeah.
You can hear
The piano.
Moonlight Sonata
Aye.
echoing up through the floorboards. It's getting louder as you run through it. It's impossibly loud as you run out into the foyer and burst out into the front garden. And the door slams behind you.
Do I feel a sense of relief?
I would say so, yes.
Do I hear a woman's voice say, "Come back soon," as I walk out the door?
Not this time.
I left the light switches on. Is the
Pitch
house
dark in there now.
I love this game. I think Eric. I think two thoughts are going in Eric's mind right now. One, he's fucking scared, but that's just thought number one. Thought number two is this is exactly what he signed up for. There's something wrong here, and he's going to bring it back to the way that nature intended it to. And so he takes the trash bag and walks down the street. And are there no one's put out their garbage bins today, have they?
There's wheelie bins or whatever.
There's
yeah.
wheelie bins, and he puts it inside a wheelie bin and says, "Well, just like this trash, I'm gonna take the rest of the trash in this house out." And then he picks up his phone and texts back, "House is definitely haunted."
When you take out your phone to
Yeah.
check, you see that like 2 hours have passed.
Oh, come on.
Can we say that there's a whole bunch of missed messages being like, "Where are you?"
Sure.
Answer, "Where are you?" What the fuck?
Mike, what did you do when you received the text message from your fellow agent?
Lucas finished up his reading and he gathered together all of the things in the lockup that would incriminate either Donnelly or allude to Delta Green. And I have listed the keys that would link it to the house. Mm-hmm. The photographs, the ones that are still like that show something. I've got all of Donnelly's notes, and I have his fake IDs and documents. Was there anything else that I might have missed from the list you gave me?
No. Dead kid?
Dead kid? I can't.
Shotguns?
The shotguns, yeah. See, the plan is in Lucas's mind, because he knows they're going to have to cover this up at some point, and he's already sold his captain the story of him investigating that serial killer. So actually, as far as Lucas is concerned, I think this lockup being filled with chemicals used to burn corpses and weapons and stuff like that is kind of a nice coincidence.
It's not just used to burn corpses, it's also just used to clean.
Yeah, sure, but with the shotguns and the jerry cans and everything else.
The spades.
The shovels, yeah. So on the way out, he's going to lock back up.
Yeah.
He's got all this stuff in, like, nothing I have is big, right? So he's got, like, evidence bags. He's got them in his, like, suit.
Yeah. As you're closing it down and locking it, you hear a voice behind you. Miglia. So, find what you were looking for there, Agent?
Nada.
It looks like you found quite a lot of stuff. You got a warrant for taking that stuff away?
No, I said it was in his jacket pocket.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had bigger things. Okay.
No.
All right,
no.
scratch that. Anything else I can help you with there, Agent?
Yeah.
You know, there's a outstanding fees on that. That's gonna We're going to have to repossess that unit pretty soon.
You got a date?
I'd have to check back in the office, but maybe a couple of weeks before the contract runs up on it.
Couple of weeks is fine. I want you to let me know if the renter of this here unit comes back.
Sure thing. Can I see your ID? Can I get a name?
Of course. I share my badge.
He makes a big show of like having a good look at it, like as if he knows what the fuck he's looking at. Giving you like a evil eye, looking back and forth between your card and the picture on the ID and you. And, all right, agent.
Yeah, you give me a call if anything comes up, okay? And
you know, any kind of reward for helping out your investigation?
About the reward of being a good citizen.
Reward of being a good citizen, yeah, right. I'll take that to the fucking bank. And he walks off.
Okay. That'll do me.
He turns around and leaves. Okay, yeah. And you got a message from Agent Madeline. All right, so you've got a message from Agent Madeline suggesting that you meet up, right?
Agent Madeline gives the address of a diner in the middle of town.
Well, it looks like it's lunchtime, Jack.
Dinner time.
Dinner time. Dinner time.
Supper.
Dinner.
It's diner time.
So yeah, it's dark when you guys meet at the diner. It's probably, I guess it's 7 by now.
Agent Madeline's been there for a while
Yeah.
before the others turn up. Well, at least before Agent Morgan turns up. I don't know how long it takes for Agent Micheals to
It's
turn up.
going to take at least another hour.
Yeah.
Michael's
So
to turn up.
Agent Madeline's been there for quite a while, and she's going over the notes that she's.
This is at 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, definitely at least an hour.
Yeah, waitress comes by and she goes, can I refresh your coffee there?
You wouldn't happen to have any tea, would you? Even iced tea.
Where are
Would
you from? England?
No, Michigan, of course. Don't you recognize the accent?
Oh, they drink a lot of tea in Michigan. I'll see what I can find.
Thank you, darling.
And she heads back.
There's a cheeseburger on a plate in front of her that's just got like one mouth bite taken out of it, and then just piles of papers that she's going through.
Yeah, it's not very busy here. People come in and out. The snow is getting heavier outside. It's pretty cold and it's dark. It's not a busy area. It's not a busy town. So cars drive by once in a while, but like there's not heavy traffic outside or anything. You're pretty much alone at your booth. You're not worried about anyone looking over your shoulder or listening to you. Agent Morgan arrives at the diner and I guess sits down in the booth with you. Waitress comes over, asks, what'll it be for you, honey?
Do you have any scones?
No, apparently they don't serve the British here, darling.
What do you mean? Scones?
Like a biscuit.
A biscuit? Like a biscuit and gravy?
Oh, that'd be perfect, miss.
That's it. You want a soda with that? Coffee?
Give me a large soda and a jug of coffee.
Ooh. You've had a rough day, huh? She heads off to get you your order. You're sitting across from Agent Madeline.
And Madeline will fill in Morgan on what she found at the county seat.
Why don't you tell them what you found?
Well, I went through many of the records in the county seat, and I managed to find a list of all the previous owners of the house. It appears that all of them, or at least one from each of all the previous owners, all died. There are some cases where more than one died, but it appears that at least one from each of the previous owners died in the house.
Gosh, you think those realtors would have knocked that place down by now?
I'm pretty certain that there is probably some law in this state that means they don't have to disclose previous deaths in the house. God bless America.
America.
Lucas looks through this list. I noticed that the list had Special Agent Donnelly on the end of it.
It does, yes.
But he was never a resident, right? This is supposed to be a list of residents.
He's not listed as a resident.
He is the owner.
Oh, he is listed as a resident.
He was the last owner.
He
bought the house at the very at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, he did buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Amanda Braintree, huh?
The crazy scribblings.
Yes.
The first page did say that he tried to burn the house.
So yeah, do you want to tell Agent Madeline what you found, or what you revealed to her?
How was your day, Morgan?
Well, police chief was a bust.
Surprise, surprise.
Nothing new. But sometimes it's good to have a straight shooting man on your side. And he probably won't get in the way. Can't say the same about the other people that live here. Small town America, huh? People talk.
Yes, so I've heard.
Hey, he's looking through this list. He sees Amanda Braintree. Now that's a name that come up in my search at a lockup.
Oh, Braintree, is it? Unusual name. Catches the eye.
You find any more information about these people?
So far, none. Just the fact that they were residents of the house. Did you garner some extra information about Braintree?
No, just the name. Funny timing too. Right about the time she bit the bullet. When Mr. Donnelly starts to get obsessed. Yeah, I was flicking through some of his notes earlier. Really goes crazy around a few years back when Miss Braintree drops off the radar.
Interesting.
I read through all his notes. I got all the information I can. The most latest stuff. Tries to burn the house down.
Is it
the rest is impossible to decipher. Man was clearly psychotic.
Is it possible that it was the Braintree death that caught his attention in the first place?
I don't think that's it. I think it's something else. He was clearly interested in this place for much longer.
Did you find anything else of worth at the storage unit?
Yeah, I got a couple of interesting photographs. Well, the remains of.
Oh, please show me.
And he slyly slides these across the table.
She licks the grease off her fingers.
He has a cigarette in his mouth, assuming I'm allowed to smoke in here. I don't know what the rules are in America with that.
Definitely no.
Americans
No.
hate smoking with a
waitress to come
passion.
over and ask you to put it out.
Well, then I wouldn't have had one.
But she delivers your order to you just before you slide over and she's turned around by the time you're sliding over the photographs.
So I start flicking through the photograph fragments, like, is this... Would you say... Doesn't this look like a mirror?
Yeah. Well, a very expensive photo frame.
That is interesting. The coroner. Very paranoid fellow. I had to take him down the street for a drink to get any form of information from him. He told me that both the death scene of Donnelly and... Was it Izari?
Yeah.
And Izari were very, very similar. Blood splattered all over the walls. But the most unusual thing is that there seemed to be some kind of shape over the mirror that had blocked the blood splatter. Almost identical, practically identical in both cases.
See what kind of shape it was.
Seemed to be the shape of a person.
Very interesting.
Could it be that Donnelly was also trying to capture some figure in the mirror?
Makes sense. But then why burn him?
Very good question. You,
I think I know why I burned him. Which is cool. But... yeah.
you haven't heard anything from Micheals, have you?
Nada.
It's been some time. I'm starting to get quite concerned.
Kid's just a bit slow on the uptake.
You can say that.
It's a while they're reaching this point in this conversation, you are dropping a garbage bag into a
Excellent.
neighbor's bin.
I pick up the phone, I see the address, and I write down all caps, Hauntin, ... and in lowercase, on my way.
My slightly smiling face.
Ghost emoji. Ghost emoji. Eggplant
Vampire emoji.
Yeah.
Baby emoji.
Yeah. Oh my god. Skull, baby, skull. No emojis. Just Hauntin, all caps, on my way, jump in my van, and I take off. Wow.
It's only about 10 minutes to get there.
Great. I thought you meant it was going to take me an hour to get there when you're like, he's about an hour away. I was like, how big is this town?
So yeah, a van pulls up. You're driving a van or an SUV or what?
Oh yeah, no, it's
You have a pickup, right?
Yeah,
Pickup.
But I want it to be like I think it's a
Is it a
4x4.
park
It's like a
services vehicle?
4x4.
Or your own?
No, it's my own vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a 4x4. I guess you'd still call it a 4x4 pickup truck, like the big boots, you know.
Yep.
Like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a 4x4.
As you're talking, the headlights of a large pickup truck entering the car park sweep across your faces, and a moment later in walks Agent Michael.
Madeline stands up. Micheals, where the bloody hell have you been?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need a Coors Light or a Budweiser Light right now. Just give me the tallest glass you got. Thank you very much. And I can still feel the cold sweat on my skin, but I've got a grin, almost like a crazy grin. And I sit down at the booth, and I breathe harder.
You were supposed to check in 2 hours ago, Micheals.
I'm sorry. Was there supposed to be a check-in?
I messaged both of you 2 hours ago. Why did you not check in?
It's honestly, I've just lost 2 hours of my life. I mean, 2 hours gone. I thought about 5 minutes had gone by. 2 hours gone, guys. We are dealing with something that like most people only dream about right now. We are dealing with a haunting.
So I'll just stop for a second. Your character lost, what did we say, 4 or 5 in total?
5 in total.
So losing 5 from one event
Aye.
would cause you to go temporarily insane.
Aye.
So losing 5 in a short amount of time is a lot. So you seem to be acting kind of manic. Is that
Yes.
is that the impact it's had on him now?
Yeah. I think a couple things are happening right now. Yes, I think he's definitely feeling a little bit manic. But I think the other side of this is exactly what he signed up for. The same way that he's a parks fireman, and he goes out and he does the jobs that other people can't. This is what he's looking at. This is the same thing. This is a fire, and it's gear up, go in, let's save the day, let's go home, and let's have a beer.
So he's freaked, but he's pumped.
Yeah, exactly.
Would
It's
you-
full adrenaline pumping right now in him.
Would you say that this is drawing the attention of people in the diner?
I thought the diner was quiet.
It's still quiet, so I don't think he's drawn it. If he gets louder, probably someone's going to notice. But so far, no one has taken too much.
If
attention.
somebody wants to call me now, good time.
I mean, Madeline, as a psychiatrist, is quite alarmed at you going suddenly from very keel-headed to this apparent manic episode.
Yeah.
Micheals, just sit yourself down.
I. Do you guys have food out?
I have like a cheeseburger with just one singular bite taken out of it.
Is there any fries?
Tons of fries.
I grab
This
fries.
is America, goddammit.
Yeah. I grab like a fistful of fries.
And Madeline is giving a side eye to Agent Morgan, just like,
They've been sitting there at least an hour, so it's pretty cold. Does he even notice?
cold fries are great.
Yeah.
Reheated fries are bad. Cold is okay.
I don't know.
Mind you, are these like fries or are these more like?
They're fries. It's America, they're fries.
All
It's a
right.
chip butty.
Yeah, so they're like
No,
thin
chip
and long.
butties are glorious. Don't defile the name of chip butties.
Yeah, but this is a diner, right? So these might actually be chips.
Like
I mean,
steak
they wouldn't call them
fries.
chips. Yeah, like steak fries. Yeah, these might be like closer to wedges.
Sure.
Sorry, are you
don't think
eating
that's
your
really
dinner or
relevant.
mine?
I mean, yours.
So they're fries.
They're fries.
All
Right
right,
now. I grab
all
a
right.
fistful of
Bitch,
fries.
please.
And I
These
just,
are my imaginary fries.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you tell them about that? Tell us what you tell them.
All right. Hold on. I need a second to catch my breath.
What have you been doing, Micheals?
Some really good fries. Just eat
Yeah, I
the
mean
cold fries.
you haven't eaten all day.
No, I haven't. Does my beer arrive?
Yes, it does. She leaves down the beer. It's
Great.
It's condensation running off it.
Yeah, I
Delicious.
hold it right there, and I down it. I down the whole beer and I give it back to her. I'm gonna need at least another one, and whatever she had. Yeah,
Burgers and fries and another beer. Okay, no problem.
two burgers and two burgers and
burgers.
fries. Yeah. Okay.
You want bacon on those?
Yes.
Cheese?
Yes. Of course.
Oh, the works. Okay.
Is this America or not? The works.
Damn straight it is, son.
Hoo-ha. Okay.
So am I driving you home or what?
I could take 2 beers. All right. So when I left you guys, and I think I'm starting to crash. My adrenaline's starting to crash. When I left you guys, started talking to the neighbors. What was his name?
McCluskey.
Mr. McCluskey. Yes.
No, it was Lucas Dreyer.
Oh. No,
and
not McCluskey.
Imogen Klasky.
Yeah. Lucas Dreyer. I talked to an old guy, been there forever. He had a blue door. Or a green door, I can't remember. And then I talked to an Imogen Klasky. These are 2 of the older people that live on this cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. You ever stop and think about how funny the name cul-de-sac is?
Focus, Micheals,
Right.
focus.
Yes. Anyway, they call it the dead house. They call it the Wheeler house. Turns out a bunch of deaths have been happening there. Usually 1, sometimes 2. Every person that's lived there.
Yes, we know that, Micheals.
Okay. Did you know that Wheeler died building? What is it? The townhouse? Not the townhouse. The county seat.
What? I was there just today.
Small world. Apparently a really small village we're in. Now, the Wheeler had built the house. When he died, the what you call it? The widow stayed there, lived most of her life.
The widow what?
The widower. No, the widow.
The widow baby.
No, the widow. No, the widow. The widow. She stayed there. Got a caretaker, Italian woman. People called her a witch. She had a son. The son got in some trouble with the mayor's son. There was a fight. Oh, there was a fight with the mayor.
And the mayor's son died of a disease a few days later.
Oh, there's a fight. They got kicked out of town. The son of the mayor had died of some disease. I'm just repeating what you said. That's great. For the listeners, I repeat real good. Since then, everybody who lives in the house has a death. Now, after talking to these 2, I decided I'm going in at nighttime.
You went into the house on your own?
What'd you learn?
Yeah. You weren't there. I had to go in. It was time to go in. All right. I'll spare you the whole heebie-jeebies feelings, the wheelies, the creeps that you get when you get there. But I'm going to need you to understand. I'm not making this thing up. I saw these things. I heard these things. What's that famous Beethoven song? Beethoven. You know, the sad one with the piano. Beethoven, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Moonlight one? Whatever. That song's playing. I knock on the door.
Madeline starts looking through her purse to see if she's got some kind of sedative.
Yeah. I knock on the door. I heard a woman's voice answer. The door open. Boom. I switched the light switch on. Boom. I saw on the mirror there was a little boy. The boy did not look healthy. Boom. The boy disappears.
You saw something in a mirror?
Yes.
A little boy in a mirror.
A little
a little old boy.
Little old man boy.
Man boy. Yeah, did not look healthy. Walked into the every place I went, I hit slide switches on. Anyway, I hit the living room. I heard the piano. The piano was coming from underneath the floorboards, slowly getting louder and louder and louder. I got into the kitchen, and it felt like the whole air got so thick I was drowning in it. And then, at that moment, I felt a tug on my jacket. Turned around to see the little boy. He looked like he'd been rotting forever. His eyes starting to bulge out and fall out. His skin blue like this counter on this diner. And he asked for his daddy. This sounds so much like the stories that we used to say when I went to camp as a kid, but I'm telling you, I saw it with my own two eyes, and then he disappeared in front of me. And at that point, I thought, okay, this house does not want me in here. So I walked out. 2 hours had gone by. I walked into 3 rooms, and 2 hours had gone by. That house knows we're after it. And then I came here. It's a haunting.
It's a haunting.
It's a haunt. God damn it. I'm so hungry and I'm so tired. And he just slumps on his chair.
Madeline still looking for that sedative in her purse.
You say you saw a rotten dead kid in a mirror, and then he introduced himself to you?
He asked for his daddy.
Did you catch his name?
He asked for his daddy, and then he disappeared. I didn't even have a chance. God damn it. And he grabs our Agent Morgan, and he says, I saw a rotten kid ask me for his father and disappear in front of me.
I believe you, Michael.
Micheals, contain yourself.
Sorry. I mean, I knew when we signed up, we'd be seeing some crazy shit.
I saw some crazy shit of my own.
What did you see?
He looks around. So Donnelly was into some crazy shit.
Just before you go any further, just to ask, what you're about to share now, did you share this fully with Madeline?
No, I didn't mention the dead baby in the casket.
Go ahead.
Donnelly was clearly working out of that lockup for a while. Most of the stuff, investigatory materials, clearly had a go at the house himself. Plenty of empty jerry cans. But that ain't the weird part. There was a body in the lockup.
Excuse me?
That kid, no less. Family's on this list of residents. Yeah, so we got ourselves a problem.
This is the,
Who was the body?
Anton Duray.
Touré.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Hooray.
Touré. Yes, the Canadian family. There was a Canadian family that had moved into the house.
I think one of the folks told me about it. Their little boy died.
Where on earth did Donnelly dig up that body?
Gotta be a local graveyard. I don't imagine they took the body back to Canada.
How does nobody know that the body is missing?
Who's to say they don't?
Well, I'm guessing if you're gonna exhume a corpse, you're gonna fill the hole, aren't you?
A small coffin. About the same size as Agent.
I'll have you know that Agent Madeline is 5'10".
But hey, there's good news and bad news. The bad news, obviously, gotta dispose of a child's corpse. That's pretty bad.
Wait, are we so certain that we should be disposing of this corpse? This is a corpse of somebody that died in the house.
Sure.
You want to bring the corpse back into the house?
I didn't say that, but now that you mention it,
We're in a fucking shot.
I wanted to at least exhume and take a look at this for myself, but
You
how
don't want to look at it.
how old might you say, or how tall might you say this corpse was?
About 2 inches.
Try again.
I don't know, like 3 foot if it's a 4
It
foot
was 4
coffin.
feet.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
At Micheals,
Aye.
this boy that you saw.
Well, listen, I didn't see the corpse, but if I had to guess, I'm guessing, yeah. And the little Toure boy died there, so figures if you're gonna haunt the place.
Oh my.
Just mean they're all haunting that place.
Could it be that he haunts the place because his body is not at rest?
What are you, like, suddenly Catholic on me? And
I've made many studies into various supernatural phenomenon and beliefs across the world on various folklore and death beliefs. There's a common belief that if the body is not at rest, then the spirit cannot rest. Surely even you know these things.
usually, from what I've heard, is the spirits, they stay around if they've got business left to do, or if they've lived a life full of greed, or not living a life that's for the commune. Otherwise, spirit just moves on. You're dead, you're dead.
Then what could be keeping that boy's spirit here?
I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. When the nightfall hit, that house looked pretty mean for just a little old condo thingy built 60-odd years ago. I think we should try coming back at daylight. Maybe it's one of those in the nighttime things.
Perhaps we will be able to better canvass the house in the daytime.
Sitting there, you feel something in your jacket pocket.
Oh, come on. Flick around like I'm about to see a little boy again.
It's a journal that you.
Oh, God. Damn.
Tiny little boy.
I forgot about this. Fits in my pocket.
I am a little boy. I am a dead little boy.
Jesus, I forgot about this completely. There were a bunch of boxes. Apparently, what was her name? Ilanka?
Izari.
Izari?
Sorry, that
Nowhere
was you in
near.
character. just being
Nowhere
stupid.
near.
No.
Ilonka. Go with Ilonka.
Dunley hadn't bothered to get rid of her stuff, and she'd left a bunch of boxes as she was fixing up the place, I'm guessing. Point is, I picked up this diary. I haven't let a look at it. You guys want to have a look at it?
Absolutely.
Well, here you go. Hand it over.
Does anyone speak Arabic?
No.
I do, actually. I speak Chinese and Arabic.
Excellent.
Well, I only have 20 in Arabic, but
That's okay. It just means it'll take you a little while longer to read it. You might need to order some more food in the time that it takes you to read, because you'll be here for at least an hour.
at this point, Madeline is definitely ordering a whiskey.
The waitress says, "This is a diner, ma'am."
What, I can't get a whiskey at a diner?
No,
Tea
not
and
really,
whiskey.
no.
What is this?
What do you think this is? There's a bar just down the road.
Oh, God damn it.
I could bring you a coffee.
Bring me something with
I found
alcohol,
some
damn
tea.
it. Bring me something with alcohol, damn it.
We got beers.
Bring me a beer.
There aren't going to be Coors Light and Bud Light and
Oh, God damn it.
It takes you about an hour to read this. There's 57 pages of very cramped writing. What you can make out from it is Yamila Izari's recollections of visions that she saw in the house. She recounts seeing a dead little boy several times and having dreams of an old woman. Two terrifying dreams she recounts of a different woman, not the old woman, a different woman that she says was trapped behind the glass in the master bedroom. She doesn't explain any further what she means by that. Towards the end of the time that she was living in the house, she had moved to sleeping in the den to avoid the master bedroom. But the final entry in the diary reads, "I understand now why I came here. I'm home." And that's the last entry.
I look over at Morgan and I say, "You gonna eat that gravy bread?"
Yeah, you gotta wait for it to soak a little while.
It's been 2 hours now.
It's been 2 hours since I've arrived, which means it's been there for 3 hours.
Damn, I just lost 2 hours of my life.
So not many people have come into the diner in the last hour, and the waitress has been cleaning up around you for some time now. The lights in the kitchen are off, and she comes over and, "Could I get you anything else?
You got any
another
pie?
drink, pie, a bill?" Okay, yeah, we got pie. What kind of...
Whatever you got left on the counter that hasn't been sold off today. Although,
Well,
how's
we
it-
ain't been so busy, so yeah, there's most
Cobbler?
of a peach cobbler.
We'll take the whole thing.
yeah,
She packages it up for you.
yeah. We'll bounce.
She adds in some other cakes, slices of cake that they didn't sell. And, she
Ma'am,
gives
what's
you a
your
good
name?
price on them. Her name is Agnes.
Agnes, you've been a peach. Guys, be sure to tip her well.
Also, we're paying.
He's seen a fucking ghost. Give him a break.
Listen, I'm a fireman. You guys work for the FBI. I'm guessing your paycheck is higher than mine.
The government pension is pretty good.
It's true.
I guess you're all staying in like a hotel or a motel.
Probably a
Oh
motel.
yeah, Agnes. What's there? A motel?
Yeah, she tells you like the Value Motel.
Oh, that's
down
brilliant.
The highway.
Thanks.
It's like 15-minute drive away.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Can we pack a couple beers? Is where to go. Hush, hush, wink, wink.
Beers to go.
You know, we're not really supposed to do this, but if Chief Buffington found out,
Yeah.
don't tell the cops, all right?
We're your favorite customers. We would never do that.
Well, at least you kept the place alive tonight.
Hey, Agnes, you've been a peach, a real peach. Pull on a few more bills to tip her some more. All right, I'll cover the tip. You guys pay the bill.
Are you letting him drive?
No.
I've only had 2 beers.
So you guys are, it's like 10, coming up on 10 now, I guess.
Right.
Are you guys heading?
Yeah. We
What's your thought, fellows? It sounds like Micheals had quite a night already. I had intended to visit the house myself after dark, but considering Micheals' account, perhaps it's better for us to save this to the morning. What do you think?
I think seeing that house during daytime might give us a small advantage. Although it sounds like there's something going on with that mirror. Maybe we should try getting rid of it.
Yes, I don't want to be a buzzkill, and I do want to lean into some of the fun elements of this game. But perhaps making Micheals go back in the same night already might be a bit much.
He seems up for it.
All I'm gonna say is that house knew that I wasn't there to live in it.
I must say it has absolutely piqued my curiosity, and I'm very curious about going myself, but I don't want to put Micheals in a position.
I think first thing in the morning is a good call, but if you want, let's get to the motel. Let's touch base and plan things out. I need to swap out. I've been in sweaty clothes this whole time.
What's your thought, Morgan?
Let's take a step back for a while. We'll go see it in the morning. There's no rush.
As the agents head out to their cars, one of the patrons sitting at the counter seems to take notice. He's a man in his mid-30s. He's of average height and build, close-cropped dark hair. He's not wearing clothes that would draw anyone's attention. His skin is weather-beaten, his eyes sunken and weary. Those eyes watch the agents intently as they finish their conversation and get into their cars. He seems to size up each one of them, watching how they move, how they interact with one another and with their surroundings. As the cars leave, he drops some money on the countertop, he finishes his coffee, smiles to the waitress, stands up, and he leaves. So, you head down. You're all in separate cars.
Can't remember if I took my Beetle or not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can get in a car with someone else if you want. Anyway, you're all in a row. You're not far away from each other, and you're perhaps in front. You're driving down Main Street, and most places, everywhere's closed. All the lights are off, except for one building. You notice that there's a light on still in one office, just like a glass front. This sign over the door is for the Meadowbrook Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
As you pass by, you can see there's one person in there. There's a car parked outside.
Mm-hmm.
You continue on to the motel?
No.
I feel like that's an invitation.
I feel like that's an invitation. Knowing that I couldn't get the details that I wanted on the history of the house from the county seat, and knowing that there's someone still there, I take the opportunity to go in.
Cool. Let's say you're in the car with Agent Morgan.
Morgan?
Because that's an FBI vehicle and you're an FBI agent, so...
Morgan, drop me here, would you? I'd like to check something out with the Sparrow.
You want company?
As you like. If you are not tired.
I'm guessing it's pretty quiet, so I see them park and I'm like, what's going on? So I turn in.
I suppose somebody should keep an eye on Micheals, but depends if he wants to come with.
I pop out. I put the...
He's looking a bit twitchy.
Yeah, I put the windscreen down. I'm like, we staying here?
Yeah, Morgan, perhaps you should accompany Micheals.
We going in here?
Keep an eye on him.
It's like I gotta tuck you in, Michael.
We're not gonna leave the boss lady over here. We'll wait for you down here if you want. Don't worry about us.
Nah, you know what, Michaels? I got a job for you.
Aye?
You look like a sneaky sort of guy.
Funny you should say that because I am
0% sneak.
20. I'm okay.
I'm 20% sneaky.
I am 20% sneaky.
80% bumbling.
What's your hum int?
Hum int is 60.
Alright. I'm more hum intelligent than you.
Crikey.
It's not a competition, Morgan.
Okay, so while you guys figure out what you're going to do, we'll go into the offices
all right.
of the Meadowbrook Sparrow.
We'll go. We'll leave, and you can do a scene.
Yeah, no, we'll stay down here. It was what I said. I said
Okay.
we'll wait down here.
Scope the place out, as it were.
Sure, you walk into the office. There's one person there. It's a man. He appears to be in his 60s, maybe. He's wearing a shirt and a tie that's been pulled loose. He's startled when you walk in, and he looks at me and says, we're closed. Shit, I thought I'd locked that fucking door. We're closed, lady. Look at the time. Come on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. The name's Agent Madeline. I'm with the FBI.
Oh, James Robertson. I'm the editor of the Meadowbrook Sparrow.
Robertson, it's a pleasure.
Well, what you investigating? How can I help?
I am here with a task force investigating the final movements of our Agent Donnelly, who died at Spooner Avenue.
Yeah. The suicide in Spooner Avenue, I remember, yeah.
So they say, yes. I had intended to come and speak with you before, but I didn't find the chance. And I noticed that there was a light on. I wondered I wanted to come and ask you if you had any information, but also for what reason would you be working so late?
It's push night tonight. We're printing in the morning. I gotta get the final layout done.
I see. Well, then, whilst we're here, could you perhaps answer a few questions for me?
Yeah, sure. So long as it's quick. I mean, I'm busy. I need to get this to the printers by 6 a.m.
Sure.
Fire away. Go ahead. I could do it a break anyway. Do you want a coffee?
You wouldn't happen to have any tea, would you?
Why the fuck would I have tea? Let me check. Maybe Susan had some she was pregnant. She might have some herbal tea. Herbal tea? There's...
It's better than nothing.
Rubibos? Riobos?
That will do splendidly.
Fine. God damn, that stinks. How the hell do you drink that?
It's the best I can do. That's not coffee. It will do fine.
He makes himself a coffee and he makes you some tea and he comes back, sits at his desk. He's already invited you to sit down. Yes, how can I help?
Well, I wanted to look through some archives of the history of articles published regarding Spooner Avenue, but I heard that there is currently no library, and so I thought perhaps here at the Sparrow you might be able to enlighten me on some of the histories.
Off the top of my head, no. I mean, you know, it's like a haunted house and a creepy house. Everyone who lives there dies, whatever. Yeah, I never look. It was just it's a tale around the neighborhood, around the town. I never really looked into it deeply, but yeah, sure. Meadowbrook is a small place, and this newspaper's been here a long time. It's weird, the stuff that was covered years ago. There's probably mentions of it. We've been digitizing our archives, but there's only me doing a lot of stuff here, so yeah, I'm a little behind. But there's old copies back there. There's some of the stuff did get transferred to microfiche in the 60s. You might find something out back. You're welcome to take a look. As I said, I'm going to be here till about 6 a.m.
So you yourself have never been inside Spooner Avenue 1206?
No, never had cause to go inside.
Are there any of your colleagues who have been inside, or who has been reporting on these incidents?
Yeah, that Fredericks kid. I sent him to cover the suicide. He wrote our cover story on it.
Splendid. Could I perhaps speak with him tomorrow? Will he be here tomorrow?
No, he's probably going to take a few days off. Tomorrow's printing day, so there's nothing to write because we're just starting the next issue. We're a weekly. So he might not be around for a couple of days, but your FBI can give you his phone number, I guess.
Yes, please.
Sure, I'll dig it up.
Then if you don't mind, I would be more than happy to take the opportunity to look at your microfiche.
Sure, yeah, no problem. You know how to use the machine?
I do, yes.
Cool. Yeah, it's about. He brings you back. He shows you. There's one room with. There's one room where there's like big folders, and they have the old newspapers sitting in these folders, and you can kind of rifle through them. And then he says, and then there's more in the basement. Microfiche machine is down there, and the older stuff is down there.
I text these two to tell them that I'm going to spend some time looking at the microfiche, so maybe they don't have to wait for me.
Is there a penalty for being tired?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You probably shouldn't smoke, Agent Morgan.
It's too late for me already.
That's why I switched to the vapes. You just put a little, and it heats it up.
You're a vapist.
Well, just saying, it's supposed to be better for you.
What's your favorite flavor?
Whiskey Coke.
They got a cigarette flavor,
They do. They have a cigarette flavor.
but it tastes like ass. Let's go. Okay, he's gonna walk to his car.
We text. We'll get you a room. How are we gonna get her the keys if we get her a room? We'll leave the. We'll get you a room. We'll leave the keys at the concierge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the motel has a concierge.
It's got a reception desk.
Yeah, a reception desk. It's much better. Yeah. I guess we drive. We get a room.
Cool.
7 a.m. sharp, right?
I just drank a gallon of coffee. for sure, we'll try.
All right, 8 a.m. Micheals takes a shower, a hot shower. The tiny little bathroom steams up. He comes out. He dries himself like crazy, and he puts on a fresh tee, and he puts on his trousers back on. He lies in bed. He switches out the light and blinks and sees the boy's face right in front of him again. He's like, nope. Switches the light back on, and then just cozily goes right into dreamland.
Cool. And you go to bed as well? Or are you going to do something else tonight?
He spends some time pacing around his room trying to like talk himself through out loud with what he's gonna do, like what everything that they've found out so far, just trying to like reason it and piece it together, and also try and reason through the topic of the baby. I think the sensible thing to do is call it in and play it as a part of the case, but he also knows the nature of the work for Delta Green and is worried that the baby, if Donnelly thought to take it to the lockup, he's worried that they're going to need access to it, and if it is under jurisdiction of the FBI or police, that's going to be very difficult.
Yep.
Yeah, so
There's
it's
a
kind of
reason
like,
why he put it in the green box.
that's what he's thinking. So yeah, it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place at the minute. So the sooner we go to the house, the better, probably.
All right. You are back at the newspaper and you're doing some
Yes.
searching.
So I know that they're already in the middle of digitizing the more recent stuff. So after being told that there's stuff in the basement, I think Agent Madeline would want to go down to the basement and look for the older stuff.
Cool. Okay. Can I ask you another question? Did you leave any contact details with Anthony Freeman?
I would probably have given him my card, yes.
Okay. So you're about an hour into this research. So it's coming up on 11, and you get a message from a number that you don't recognize. But he introduces himself immediately and says, "Hey, this is Anthony. You met me today at the county seat. I kind of got a bit obsessed with what you were researching and I did some more digging. I found some real interesting stuff on some of the people who lived there. Drop by in the morning. I'll share some more info with you. Give me a... Actually, no, just tell me what your bureaucracy is, or your history.
My bureaucracy is 50. My history is 10.
Bureaucracy is 50, history is 10. Okay, that'll do. Now, you're going to need to give me a moment while I dig up some handouts for you. So, could you give me some search parameters of what you're looking for?
I'm looking for any articles in relation to the house, Spooner Avenue 1206, and cases relating to Wheeler, since it was mentioned to me that Wheeler died building the county seat. So if there's anything like altercations between the Wheelers or anything else related to their family.
Okay. This takes you long into the night. So you were looking into the house, you were looking into the Wheelers. You find these clippings. I think the one that starts with Isabel Wheeler is 1905.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one. New construction 1907 comes after that.
There's 1905 wedding celebration as well.
Ah, yes.
So May 5th wedding celebration. Isabel Wheeler, 1905 November 11th.
Yeah. So I'll summarize what's in the newspapers for you. May 1905, Meadowbrook celebrates the marriage of Michael Wheeler and Isabel Nocht. Wheeler, 30, is a quintessential self-made man, a dashing young stonemason who prospered from contracts with government and churches around the region. His business specialized in gargoyles, marble cuts, tiles, and monuments. Nocht, 18, is the daughter of a wealthy landowning family. Michael and Isabel were the darlings of the town. In a grainy wedding photo, she looks slim and proper, and I think I have a photo for you too.
Ooh, they look happy.
November 1905, about Isabel Wheeler's sickness. Isabel Wheeler, newly married at 18 and darling of Meadowbrook society, begins to suffer an unknown ailment. It renders her bedridden with convulsions and incapable of walking. 1907, information about the Wheeler house. Stonemason Michael Wheeler begins construction of a small house at 1206 Spooner Avenue for himself and his invalid wife, Isabel. Isabel Wheeler suffers from some form of palsy, which has resisted the treatments of many doctors her desperate husband has hired from out of state. 1902, October, Michael Wheeler's death.
1902?
Sorry, 1910. Wealthy stonemason Michael Wheeler dies during construction of the county seat in Meadowbrook when a falling slab of marble strikes him fatally on the head. He is survived by his wife Isabel Wheeler. The couple had no children. There's something about Isabel's recovery. 1926. Isabel Wheeler makes an astonishing, seemingly complete recovery from a debilitating ailment that has long afflicted her. For the first time in 20 years, she makes a brief appearance in public, attending several society functions. Several smaller follow-up articles note her continuing good health, but she slowly drops off the society pages again. They also mention a name of her carer, a nurse named Di Vitello. And if you want to spend time looking into Di Vitello, several things come up.
God, can you imagine writing a module for this? Jesus.
So when you look into Di Vitello, the first article you find is from 1926. Nurse Adela Di Vitello is dismissed from Meadowbrook Sanitarium for improper behavior. Patients and co-workers accused her of practicing witchcraft, and several workers say she slaughtered a cat and drank its blood. A physician at the sanitarium marks her as a woman of low moral standards and a heathen. There are no photographs of her with any of the articles. Later on, you find mention of Di Vitello again in reference to Matthew Harrigan, 1937. Matthew Harrigan, son of a wealthy local politician, and some friends reportedly are accosted on the street by Antonio Di Vitello, an Italian immigrant, recently living at 1206 Spooner Avenue. Police say Di Vitello, who was battered and bruised but not that badly hurt, let loose a stream of foul and incomprehensible Italian curses at the lads as he was led away. Reading between the lines, what's your UMint? It's pretty high.
60.
It becomes clear that Di Vitello was himself attacked by Harrigan and his friends. There's a follow-up article stating that Di Vitello was held for a short period and then released to Isabel Wheeler, who paid his bond.
That's the brother, right?
Yeah.
No, the son.
The son.
Son.
The son.
Son.
The article speculates that Antonio must be related to Adela Di Vitello, Isabel Wheeler's nurse since 1926. There's a follow-up, December of that year, about Matthew Harrigan. He dies from a wasting illness that could not be identified. The patient developed rashes that became what appeared to be burn marks, which suppurated and bled out. Several of Harrigan's friends suffered from the same illness, though they recovered eventually. Yeah. That lead you to look into anything else? I think the slaughtering of a cat might draw your attention.
Yep.
Yeah, you find several articles between 1940 and 1955 covering the strange disappearance of cats, also dogs and other pets around central Meadowbrook. Articles over the years suggest everything from coyotes to disease to sadistic killings. Though there's no direct consistent cause ever identified in the stories, it just stands out to you that there's so many animal deaths. Notices articles about them during those years.
And Madeline is greatly distressed at the idea that pets were being slaughtered, and she thinks to her own 7 little furry beauties at home.
That is probably brings you up to about 5 a.m. And you're pretty tired.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Are you going to stay here or are you going to go back to the motel? Or?
I think this is a point where she probably needs to rest, so she'll go back to the motel.
Okay. Yeah, you head back to the motel. You find the key. There was a room booked for you, certainly. And you get to bed. You hit the pillow when you're out cold straight away. Agent Morgan also has a pretty good sleep. Maybe you see a kid in a coffin in some of your dreams. Agent Michael, things aren't so good for you. You're very disturbed sleep. Yeah, you see visions from inside the house. Your dreams are filled with like the house and a voice coming from within inside the house asking you, come in, inviting you in a very friendly way. Come in, come in. And in your dream, no matter how hard you might try, the dreams always bring you right up the steps towards the door. But you're woken. Light is starting to come in the window. It's morning, and your phone is ringing.
What's the name of that's dialing?
It's your mother's name.
Hey, mommy.
On the end of the line when you answer,
Mom? Oh, the piano again. Mom? Hello? Mom? What the? I look at the phone again. Is it? I'm full call still with Mom. Mom, are you there? God damn it. Shh. Ma. I hang up. I pick up the phone and I dial Dad.
When you put it to your face again, put it
Yes.
to your ear again, it's still playing the music.
Are you kidding me? I hang up and I put it to my face. It's still playing?
The music is still playing, and you are very much awake. Scene.
Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice. It'll help spread the word and help others to find us too. If you have any comments, questions, or just want to get in touch with us, you can. You can find us on Twitter with @TalesOfPodcast. We'd love to hear from you. This episode's Tales of crew is Fabio as the Game Master, Mike as Lucas Boshears, Charles as Eric Paras, myself as Selena Goodwill, as well as our audio producer. You can reach me on Twitter with @ThatLastJan. All music and sound effects used with permission and may have been modified for use. Details and links can be found in the show notes. See you next episode.
Still playing the music.
Are you kidding me? I hang up and I put it to my face. It's still playing?
It's still playing the music.
I think my phone's bust.
And you are very much awake.
Do I have to roll for sanity?
Let's leave it there.
Let's do this. I'm so pumped.
Do give me a sanity roll, though.
Oh, come on. Let's do this. It's wait, is 0 100?
That's 100.
That is a critical fail, which means you have to take the maximum sandy loss, which in this case would be a D4, so 4 points lost.
Ouch.
God, I am.
Have you broken yet?
No.
Don't you have to lose like 10 in one session?
5 from one event.
Oh.
Or you go past your breaking point.
I am 1 point away. I love it.